Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to be taking a first look at Lilly, Made to Suffer, who is going to be part of the reward structure for War of Champions. First place gets a 6-star version of this character, second place gets a 6-star version as well, and third place gets a 5-star ascendable. The differences are going to be things like the Lilith and Ulysses, but there are also going to be some war tokens in the mix for the top 3 and the remaining places. I will leave a link to the reward structure of War of Champions if you're interested in the description of this video, so click that and check it out if you want to. But Lilly, she has 2039 attack, 1771 defense and 1556 HP. She is a strong trait character and her role is defined as support, which is kind of strange considering that high attack stat. Her rush is called Dissipating Strike and it is a 66 AP cost. Deal 2 attacks of 300% damage, 600% total to one enemy. Remove any positive defense statuses from all adjacent enemies. Up to 2 teammates gain 20% AP. So I guess she's defined as a support character mainly for that up to 2 teammates gain 20% AP. But she does do quite a lot of damage as well. Obviously she's got reasonable base damage and she's going to be doing 600% total damage to a single character, or potentially 2 hits of 300% to 2 separate characters if she kills the first one. Now because she has got Disarm, Absolute Defense, Stun on Defense, Impale on Defense, these things will not work against her, and she can obviously potentially nullify those specials. Now the second part of this is remove any positive defense statuses from all adjacent enemies. So if you rush that middle character, regardless if they've got Guardian 2 shields on the other characters, because she's not going to hit them with damage, she'll remove any defensive buffs. Say Lydia's on a defense team and Lydia goes off and hits that, I think it's 70% defense for everybody. That can be pretty strong and it can be very hard to get through that after that goes off, whereas this character will completely remove that and it will not be an issue, which is actually very nice. And up to 2 teammates gain 20% AP is pretty nice as well, because she can fit into certain teams on attack, potentially on defense as well, where you've got those AP gain teams. Because she's got 66 AP cost, she's got an easy potential of getting a second turn command rush, although you probably wouldn't want to do that. You'd probably want to rush after the enemy, just so that you can remove any defensive statuses at that point. It's hard to know. I think once you tested her out a little bit, there'll be the obvious flow of how a raid should go. Now, as I mentioned, she is a disarming character, and I'd say obviously she is probably better than Bruce in terms of just her rush and her specialist and her base stats. Now, I do have Bruce myself, and I do like his active skill quite a lot. I have used it quite a lot of times, and it targets the 2 highest AP charged characters, and it just reduces the AP. There's no way to resist that. There's no issues there. Whereas we look at Lilly's active skill, and both of these parts of this active skill can get resisted, but it is quite a nice one regardless. 100% heal reduction and stun to one enemy for 3 turns. That is obviously a limited time decapitate, in that she does this on somebody. If they don't have heal reduction resist, it's going to reduce any incoming heals by 100%. That means no heals at all, and also any revives will be blocked if that character gets killed. Obviously once it wears out after those 3 turns, they can get picked back up. Generally raids will be over by that point. That'll be turn 6 because it has an initial cooldown of 3. After that, the cooldown of 4, it probably won't come into effect again, but it does have a heavy number of uses. I guess there are going to be other parts of the game maybe that this is useful. But it's mainly the heal reduction on this active skill, and because she is quite an offensive character, you're going to basically control when this goes off. And like I said, if you know that a heal is going to go off and you need to block it, or you need to potentially just keep the character down, this is a pretty decent active skill. The stun obviously is going to get resisted quite a lot just because of how prevalent stun resist is on pretty much every team. Most people do run stun resist. So this was Lilly, Made to Suffer. She is Lilly Caul, or Caul, C-A-U-L, from the comics or the TV show. It isn't Lilly from the Telltale series, unfortunately, although I do think we deserve a 6-star Lilly for sure from Telltale, and obviously a Telltale AJ would be nice as well, just say it. But this is the first look at Lilly. Do tell me what you think about her. She is in the War of Champions reward structure, and obviously she is going to be a promo in the future as well, but that could be quite a bit down the line, we'll have to see. But that's the end of my video. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.